Hi friends, it's Miss Sophia, and today in literacy we are going to be reading Priscilla and the Pink Planet. And then after we read, we are going to go over the questions who, what, when, where, and why. So I'm so excited you're here. Let's get into reading. So before we begin, I want you to think if you know what the questions who, what, when, where, and why are about. So think really hard. So who is the character of the story? So who is the story about? What other supporting characters are in the book? Where is where the story takes place, the main part of the story, and where the characters live, where they travel to in the book, where they adventure. When is the time that it takes place? Does it take place in summer? It could be a season. Does it take place in a neighborhood? Does it take place in the house? Then there's what. So what is the story about? What events happen in the story? And why is the meaning behind the story? So it could be kindness. It could be about it's the overall meaning of the story. So now that we've gone over those questions, we can now read the story, Priscilla and the Pink Planet, and look out for those in the book. So let's dive in, friends. Priscilla and the Pink Planet. Priscilla and the Pink Planet, written by Nathaniel Hobby and illustrated by Jocelyn Hobby. Gazing up at the sky on a very clear night, you may see a star with a curious light. Well, that star is red, to yourself you may think, but up close, it's a planet. It's pink. Believe me, you must. That is a planet pink. Straight through from the top to the bottom, I think. And not only that, but every creature around is as pink as every pebble and stone on the ground. Every flower is pink, and so are the stems. The eggs are all pink, as all the hens. Pink pillows, pink curtains, pink windows and doors. Pink from the ceiling to the boards on the floors. Pink apples, bananas, pink oranges too. Pink bicycles, pink rubber on the sole of your shoe. Pink rivers, pink fish, pink grass, and a pink sky. Pink is all you can see, no matter how hard you try. Of all the colors, some think pink is the best. But poor Priscilla, she needs a rest. She couldn't eat one more bowl of pink porridge, so she took all her pink things and put them in storage. She packed up her bag with a toothbrush and comb and a few other things to remind her of home. Then waving goodbye, she set off to discover somewhere on that world at least one other color.
Looks like it's gonna rain.
Priscilla marched herself straight out of town when she came to a signpost that caused her to frown. Pink, 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 Priscilla cried with a fight. Pink to the left and pink to the right. Enough pink to make you stay home, sick in bed. But Priscilla thought, I could go straight instead. Her mind was made up. Her course had been set. She'd never stop searching, at least not just yet. So squaring her shoulders and not looking back, she stepped off the road to make her own track. Oh no. Stop. She meandered through the meadows of pink fire flowers and down into the canyons with pink spiraling towers. She climbed into treetops and crept under hedges. She looked behind rocks and peered over ledges. She waded through swamps and that had a gurgling stink. Even that muck, you guessed it, was pink. She circled, she crisscrossed every square inch of ground, but only one color was there to be found. When finally she came to a great pink poultry, she threw up her hands and dropped to one knee. Please give me a single, just so show me a sign. Is there some other color in pink, world of mine? Suddenly, drifting as if from thin air, a creature appeared to answer her prayer. A butterfly hovered at the tip of her nose. Oh my, Priscilla gasped. What colors are those? So what do you think Priscilla did next? Sat there scratching her tummy, looking perplexed? No, sir, not Priscilla, not this little girl. She was up on her feet and in a back-flipping twirl, bashing through brambles, cartwheeling down ditches, pausing just once to untangle her breeches. Priscilla did soar like a ship at full sail, keeping close as she could to that butterfly's trail. Then the butterfly, who'd been traveling top speed, fluttered down for a rest on a pink clustered weed. Strange, thought Priscilla. It's the one weed around. And then it was clear. It was some special ground. Fountains, flower beds, and curling stone walls, trees trimmed like pyramids and shrubs round as balls. Then swoosh out of nowhere, and quite by surprise, net came down right in front of her eyes. There stood a woman in a frilly long gown, with a cape and a ring and a net and a crown. And inside the net, the butterfly flapped. Priscilla knew then and there the creature was trapped. Now look, little girl, just what do you think? Don't you know who I am? I'm the great queen of pink. This whole planet is mine. Ocean and land and unwelcome visitors are one thing I can't stand. When Priscilla almost ran away, right on the spot, but the pink in her cheeks was growing quite hot. Miss Queen, piped Priscilla, I've traveled so far. May I at least take the butterfly home in this jar? Good gracious, no, roared the queen. This awful creature is positively obscene. All those colors, how gaudy, how simply passé. I made this planet pink, and that's how it will stay. Pink is the color that I like best, so take my advice and forget all the rest. As for this creature, it's back underground, where all the other colors are kept safe and sound. Well, Priscilla just couldn't believe what she heard. Hiding those colors? Good grief, how absurd. But the queen wasn't joking, Priscilla could tell. How, thought the girl, can I break the queen's spell? And then an idea flashed in her mind, a type of idea that was just the right kind. I agree, said Priscilla, that pink is the best. But that's hard to tell without seeing all the rest. If all colors were out for the wide world to see, pink would look even pinker. Don't you agree? The queen seemed a bit puzzled. She scratched at her chin. But then her face spread an ear-to-ear grin. My dear little girl, why hadn't I thought of that? What would be thin if something else weren't fat? is short without tall, big without small? What is hot without cold, after all? Of course we need colors. What would one color be without all of the other colors for the world to see? Then the queen waved her net to left, to the right. She sang out a spell about colors and light. Then suddenly colors started popping out every which way, and looked, a new color would sprout. Priscilla gasped in amazement at the sight of the green trees. A pale purple flower made her weak in the knees. A bright yellow sun, and the sky, it was blue. Oh my, Priscilla cried. The world seems brand new. The queen kissed Priscilla and patted her head. Dear child, you're right, was the last thing she said. Then poof, she was gone, as quick as she'd come. Yet Priscilla knew her adventure wasn't quite done. Colors, cried Priscilla, so much to see. A world with just one, how could that be? I love all colors and all of their hues. I love reds, different yellows, and blues. Then, bursting with joy, cartwheeling with glee, Priscilla raced home, loving all she could see. Okay, friends, now that we've read the story, we can now answer the questions. So first, I want you to pause the video and get a piece of paper and a pencil and come back, and we'll answer the who, what, when, where, and why questions based off the book we just read, Priscilla and the Pink Planet. Welcome back, friends. So now that you have your paper and your pencil, we can now answer the questions. So the first question will be who? Who is the main character of our story? Let's think. Put your thinking caps on. The main character of the story is Priscilla. This is our character. This is our main character. She is the one who the story is about. So now, when? When do you think this story takes place? Let's think again. Okay, so based on the beginning of the story, it looks like they were looking at the planet at nighttime. So I'm going to say nighttime. So you can write nighttime, or if you go back and review the story, since it's on the Pink Planet, it might be over a range of days since she did an adventure. Now, the where. Where did the story take place? So I briefly said it, but the Pink Planet, where all of the stuff was pink. That is where the story takes place before she sees her butterfly friend. So she is in the Pink Planet. Now, what is the story about? So think, The story is about Priscilla wanting to live in a world with color. So not just pink, but see every color out there. And then lastly, the why. Why is this story a thing? And I think the main reason why this story is such a wonderful story is it helps you guys understand that there are a ton of different colors out there, and it's just a way to get to know which one you like best, or you could like all the colors. And it's just a really sweet story of telling you guys how there are multiple different colors to choose from, see, and enjoy. So you could write any of those answers down to answer the questions. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hoped you enjoyed the story Priscilla and the Pink Planet. It's one of my favorites. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. See you soon. Bye.